guys. So I just wanted to come on right quick. Life happened, and today's Wednesday. I was supposed to come on Sunday to give you guys like my final thoughts on the whole challenge or whatever, but yeah, that didn't happen. So it's Wednesday, and I'm giving you guys my final thoughts. So I thought the prayer challenge was really good. I was about to tell you guys what the prayer challenge was, but at this point, we did it was a whole month of a challenge where we prayed and we believed God for the things we prayed for, basically. So like the beginning of the challenge, I was really doing like a lot of prayers where they were really what I would consider at this point kind of like small risk. When like anything catastrophic would happen if I didn't, get what I prayed for. But it was like I was using those small things to like kind of build up my faith, kind of like. And so and God was super faithful in granting those things, and it was really awesome. And I had, I shared with you guys all the testimonies. Every time I had a testimony, I shared it with you guys. One thing I noticed at the about halfway point, though, I realized, I was being a little bit more responsible with the things I was praying for. I wasn't praying for just things specifically for myself. I was being more generous and like praying. Generous, is that the right word? No, I'm probably not. But anyways, I was being mindful is the word I'm looking for, and I was praying for other people. And those prayers are kind of difficult because like you might not necessarily see that prayer manifest. And so those prayers definitely require one more faith, just to be like, I don't know, like, because the thing is, like, the things I was praying for, it wasn't anything that I would have seen, like the result of or the fruit of. So I just had to sit there and have faith, like, okay, I prayed it, God's going to do it. And so those prayers definitely, like, required more faith, but also boosted my faith. I also had to be cautious of, like, when just in general, when I was praying for other people, to really make sure that I paid attention to God's will. It was one thing I told you guys about how I was praying for a certain thing. I was like, oh yeah, God, you can do it, done. And then God was like, well, the thing that you're trying to pray not to happen might be a part of their story. And so I was like, ooh, yikes, dang. So I was like, never mind, take that back. God, your will be done. And so it's like things like that, like where you have to use wisdom, using a lot more wisdom in the things that you ask for. Because the thing is, our words have power, and we know that. And so like but you have to have that in mind, that you have to have wisdom with it. So then that way you're not praying prayers that are ultimately not going to be any good for anybody. And so that's something I kind of learned throughout this, particularly the second half of that challenge, where it's like, okay, yeah, this is legit, it works, but now let me use wisdom with it. Do I have anything else to say about that? No, I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, basically, it helped me increase my faith. It helped me increase my trust in God. So all those things were super awesome. But also caused me to use more wisdom. So that also caused me to seek after God and His will a lot more, and also caused me just to read up more, like to study a little bit more, and to be like really mindful of the things that I was praying for. So like it definitely did everything I thought I wanted to accomplish with it, but then also a little bit more. So then it kind of gave me that desire to really because if you're trying to figure out, God's will, well, where are you going to find that out? I mean, God could tell you. He could just straight up tell you, right? But it's also already written in the Bible. So it's like, okay, I need to study more, because so then that way I know what will be, I know what's in God's will and what's not in God's will. So yeah, but I think it was really good. I think it was a really good challenge. So yeah, a couple updates. I got an office, guys. One of the other agents, he retired, and so I'm taking over his space. I filmed in there a couple times. It's the room. If it had like a landscape looking picture in the background, that was the office. And so I'm in the process of moving like all my stuff over to that office. So then that means I'll be able to do a lot more lives. It was one period of time where I was doing a live just about every day around 12, right? But the thing is with the office, it's like there are people coming in and out. Like right now, I'm the only person in the office. I can do this live right now. But people coming out, phones ringing, it's always a lot of stuff. So, but if I have my own office, I just close the door and I can do my live, and it's good, right? But I'm not going to promise to like every day at 12. I was doing that at one point in time. It was like a couple of weeks, like every day around 12, I was doing the live. That might not happen, but when cause I don't even want to come on when I actually have something to say. I don't want to be on here just rambling, whatever. So like, if I have something specifically to talk about, then I come on. But now we have a lot option where it's like, okay, 12 o'clock, lunchtime. Actually, it wouldn't even matter what time it was, because I have a whole office. I have a whole office, and so it doesn't even matter. Ain't God faithful? I can do a live anytime I feel like now. So that's pretty awesome. So basically saying that to say that they will be a lot more frequently. A lot of times what was happening, if I couldn't get, I wouldn't normally be able to do it in the middle of the day. To do one before I go to work, like those Monday prayers was low key, like, whew, guys, that was a lot. I had to wake up like around 5 something to get prepared to do a lot of that prayer at 6. So to do one that early in the morning is not likely for me. And sometimes throughout the day, I wasn't really able to. And depending on what I had going on at night, like church events and meetings, all that stuff, typically like in the evening times is not really great for me either. That's why I literally haven't been on the last couple of evenings, because I literally had stuff going on. But anyway, so now that the daytime is like open again, that means probably gonna have a little bit more frequent videos and a little bit more regular videos. So I'm pretty excited about that. Guys, I am working on a pretty big project. Like, it's like a really big project right now. And I'm not gonna tell you guys all the things yet, because there are a couple more things that I want to get in place before I let you guys in on it. But it's gonna be really good. It's gonna be really big, and I'm really excited for it. Like, I really just want to tell you all about it right now, but I'm not gonna tell you guys just yet. Give me about, it's either gonna be this month or next month. Let's say next month. No, that might be too far away. I might be able to tell y'all this week. Not this week, but this month. Like, what I've been working on, like really give you guys, show you guys, and have like dates and stuff. But I'm really excited, guys. Like, I've been working on something for probably mostly this year. But it's really coming together, and stuff is really coming together really well. So yeah, that's it. So all is happening right now. I think that's all that's going on. I think, yeah, pretty much so, yeah. So, yeah, basically the challenge was great. If you want to do it for yourself, you could go back to all the videos. Well, basically, you don't have to go through all the videos, just the ones at the every Wednesday. So the Wednesday videos, go through those, and then the Monday prayers. You really don't have to go through, actually hear the prayers. You can really just read the posts. You really just have to, if you could just read those posts, or honestly, those posts that I did on those days, and that would pretty much suffice, so you kind of get a good understanding what the challenge was. But basically it was based off Mark 11:24, and basically if you ask for a particular thing, you pray that you'll have it, you'll receive it. And so it's ask, believe, receive, basically was the formula. And so like, but we use that to like increase our relationship with God, increase our faith in God, increase our trust in God. And so like for me, and like based off what I've heard from others, like it's really been awesome. It was a really good time. So yeah, you can do it anytime you feel like it though. It didn't have to specifically be it was throughout the month of May, but it didn't have to specifically be in that month. So you can do it now if you want to, or like a year from now, whatever, you know. But I feel like it was a really good verse to kind of let be one of your foundation verse. That it's like a really good verse to really help you like really believe God for what he says he can do. Like he tells us all these things, he has all these promises for us, but like, are we really walking in it? Are we really activating those all the things? Are we really going back to him and saying, hey, you said your word says this, so then this and this and this should happen, or your word says this, so I'm expecting this. Like it's almost like we're afraid to ask God for the things that he already says we can have, you know, like it's already ours. We don't even have to ask for it. But at the very least, make sure you say, hey, wait a minute, God, like your word says this. So then, like if your word says goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, well, if my situation don't look like goodness or mercy right now, then I could go to God and say, hey, in your word, Psalms 23:6 says that your goodness and mercy, that surely your goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life. So, and then I can ask, hey, God, can you change my situation so that goodness and mercy will be following me? You know, like you just pray. Well, God has already promised us back to God. You just remind them, keep them in remembrance of the things that he already said. So yeah, I thought that was a great challenge, and you guys can just jump on there and do it when you want to. And like, if you guys do it like anytime from now, like let me know like how it worked for you or whatever. Like I'm excited because for me personally, it was a really good moment for me, like a really good season where I was really pressing in a lot more than I typically would. And so, and it wasn't even that I was praying. I would say I was praying a lot more than I normally would, right? But then also it was just the fact that I had in my mind that, okay, I'm looking for God to like do particular things. I mean, I was in expectation, like for the whole entire month of May. Like I was sitting in expectation. And so it's like when you're in expectation, God's going to deliver because he already knows you're sitting there, you're ready, you're in the position to receive a blessing from him, to receive whatever it is from him, you know? So yeah. I couldn't stay on for a lot longer because the other person's at lunch and she's not coming back till 1. But I'm not. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna let you guys go. And I really hope to tell you guys that surprise I have. This big project I've been working on. I'm really hoping to tell you guys really soon. But I'll let y'all know. All right. So I will talk to you guys later.